The time is 9:11. Back to the L report. It's your boy Pharaoh Venom 911. And we got some serious topics, some kind of comical topics, but it's just some shit I need to get off my chest. So let's get into it. First off, what we got? It's Dollar General shooting. I know many people have seen what's going around on the internet about that. And some people are picking sides. You know what I mean? Some people got different sides. They want to take different approaches. You know, others is on some two wrongs don't make a right type shit. But there's a right and there's a wrong. I haven't really looked up which state this is in. But if this is in California, it's all bad. I mean, no matter what was said to old girl about whatever family member, you shouldn't put your hands on nobody. I don't care who you are. You don't have the right to put your hands on anybody. People have the right to defend themselves as they choose see fit. You know what I mean? So you just kind of got to deal with that. Now, did old girl do too much by shooting her and then standing over her saying that's what you get and all that other stuff and kicking her in the face? Yeah, she went way too far. But at the same time, and you know, what do they say, a crime of passion in the moment, in the heat of the moment, you never know what anybody's going to do. You know what I mean? You think you know people until shit's really going down, to be honest. And that, you know, brings up another instance. People always want to try people or take their kindness for weakness or think just because they had a job or something that they're safe. And some people just aren't built like that. Some people have good mannerisms and know how to control themselves and keep things in the playing field of which they playing with. If this is a work playing field, okay, there's a way to address that. Some people do not know how to do that. It's not even in their catalog. It's not in their mind. It's not in anything that they've ever done. They just think flash, impulse, react, violence. You know what I mean? Maybe they got PTSD or something like that, or just don't give a fuck. You know, just to be plain honest. I'm gonna give the whole situation an L. Big fat L, because it's a loss. You know what I mean? To either lose a daughter or a mother or anybody, family member, over some trifling stuff like that. I mean, stuff like that used to only happen with men. You know what I mean? To see it happening with women or women, it's really sad. You know what I mean? So this is our generation of women, and some of them don't know better. Some of them don't care to know better. That's even worse than not knowing better. Sometimes you correct somebody who don't know better, but when you don't care to know better and you just want to be wild and reckless and free and all that other stuff, you gotta face the consequences of wild and reckless and free. And this is one of those situations. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure plenty of people have told old girl about her attitude and things like that, but it don't click to her because there's so many freedoms that our women have in this country, and they take them for granted. Now on the other end, a girl could have been the same type of ratchet as she is. That's why she's talking about people's mamas and things like that, etc., etc. She don't know the situation with old girl mama, nor does she care. But what she do know is that there's a gun behind the register. So if anything go down, I'm shooting. And that's exactly what she did. You know what I mean? I can't necessarily fault her for going that route. We're kind of programmed to do it at this point. At this point, it's just like, problem with another black person, pop. Simple. You know what I mean? People are just desensitized to believe like that's the best course of action, or that's something that's even an option, the first option that you should take. I mean, damn, she could have got up and duked it out with her if it was really like that, but she went straight for the gun. Yeah. And that's how that situation ended. But yeah, like I said before, we're going to keep the situation pushing because we got a lot of topics to discuss tonight, but we're going to get up with a big fat L. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about these animals committing murders. All right. So, all around the world, there's been like this kind of awakening going on. People are saying there's a different type of sun in the sky. There's all types of solar flares coming towards this planet. There's all types of shit going on. You know what I mean? But one thing that's definitely reflecting is the animals choosing to just flat out murder people. I mean, you got monkeys in Japan killing people and snatching up babies and throwing them off buildings. You got monkeys all over the place doing that. And they doing it to dogs and stuff in forms of retaliation that ways that people haven't seen before or whatever, or that haven't been reported before. There's elephants stomping out old ladies and then going to their village and their funeral to tear up the village with their gang and stuff like that. All types of just mayhem going on. Alligators running up on people, old ladies getting eaten by alligators. All this type stuff is hopping off, and it's hopping off more in the frequent because there's an awakening going on. People are trying to look. Oh, I can't forget about the lady who tried to shoot a bear off. And then the bear came back an hour later and ate her ass. Like, you're in his neighborhood, you're in his territory. I would have just left when I seen a bear. Like, this top carnivore out here. You know what I mean? And I take it she ain't had no damn gun. At least not nothing that can stop a bear, apparently. You know what I mean? So, this situation, there's L's all around this motherfucker. And I can guarantee you that this is going to sound bad to some people, but there's a reason why you ain't seeing none of these black people get caught up in some of these situations. And if they are, they was already pushing the line with some dangerous folks anyway. Who you hanging with that got something that's killing you? You know, what type of pet or any type of animal that you got that's killing you? You don't be seeing us working at the zoo. You don't be seeing us working at these wild endangerment fields, except if that shit's in Africa. And that shit that they feel they domesticated over time and all this other stuff. We have a bond relationship with the animals on our land and all this other shit. Cause you're not about to catch me fucking with no lion and all this other stuff. Then they just decide, I'm gonna eat him. Yeah. He brought me some meat and all that, but that shit ain't good enough for me now. I'm gonna eat your ass next time you come up in here. Next time I see you, your ass is mine. And you won't even recognize the sign. He'll just be sitting there like, oh yeah, that was cool, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Next time, motherfucker. Next time. Then next time your ass is scratched, you don't even know it. You know what I mean? I don't play with animals. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. So, y'all can feel however you want to about this one. Just to be honest. One day we're leaving home. We were going somewhere. I forgot. I think we were going to the park with my son. And we see one of the neighborhood cats that's usually in the yard. But he's like trying to climb a fence and he can't climb it. You know what I mean? And his back legs are dragging. And I don't know what was wrong with him. I didn't want to get too close because he was clearly defensive. He's hissing, he's like striking and stuff like that. But he was hurt bad. So after a while, I was like, look, we're going to have to call animal control or something. Animal control was taking their sweet ass time, or I don't even think they was going to come out. You know what I mean? They was like, well, da. So after a while, my girl's sister came and, because we were living at their house, my girl's sister came home and then she picked the cat up and put it in the kennel that it would, like the little outside kennel, and she took it down to an animal shelter or whatever, and come to find out, the cat had been shot in the back or caught a stray bullet or something like that, and it got hit in the back and his spine was crushed. And they ended up having to put the cat down because they couldn't do nothing with it. You know what I mean? But it's just a prime example of, I don't be fucking with animals. I wasn't about to get that close to find out, oh, no. You striking and doing all that, you a street cat too? You gonna scratch some dirt up in me and I'm gonna be infected and doing, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm not fucking with no animals. I'm not doing that. You're not about to catch me doing it. I don't even want no fishes. I don't even want, because I had the opportunity recently to get my son some fish. Nope. Not even about to do it, because then I'm going to have to fuck with some animals. I'm going to be taking care of it somehow. What, the fish try to kill me? You never know. They might have some type of hidden hypnosis going on that I end up killing my motherfucking self on some horror film shit. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking with these animals. They is rebelling right now, and they rebelling against the people that's fucking with them the most. Not trying to get added to that list. Not even trying to make this a racial thing, but y'all know who y'all is that's fucking with them goddamn animals. Leave them animals alone. Now, unless you know them animals like you, quit going around animals and quit being in animal situations and shit like that. You're not an animal. You're food. You don't even know how to defend yourself well. Food. Okay? So big L's all around this motherfucker with these people getting eaten by these goddamn animals. That shit is tragic. Big tragic. Okay. So let's talk about some on the music industry side of the game. Everybody knows about the whole Kevin Gates having sex with this chick that he found out was his cousin through his grandma or whatnot. But then recently, it's been brought back up to our attention because he doubled down on it. Like, yeah, and I do it again. Like, pipe my cousin out. I don't care who podcast you on. That shit's weird, bro. That shit's weird. If you live in a town where you know it's hella y'all on all sides of y'all family, why you out here just free dicking everybody? And the first thing I'd be asking is who your grandma is. Where your grandma and them stay? I grew up in a town where I didn't even know if I was related to anybody or not. Turns out I was, but completely different town of which I originated from. I came from SoCal. I'm living in the Bay, and I still would ask people, "Where you from?" Just on some normal shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't even nothing like that.